Chris Badger Thomas right-wing Tribune Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has said the U.S. is imposing the strongest sanctions in history on Iran, BBC News reports. Pompeo accused the Iranian regime of playing with house money that has become blood money. And he told the regime, "Understand, your current activities will be met with steely resolve." The Obama administration made a bet. That bet was a loser with massive repercussions. The bet was a bad one for the US, for Europe, and for the world. Iran's leaders saw it as a starting gun for the march across the Middle East. "We will track down Iranian operatives and the proxies around the world and we will crush them." Strongest sanctions in history. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, he added that if Iran makes major changes, the US was willing to lift all sanctions and restore full diplomatic relations. Path forward on Iran. Pompeo: more sanctions grant freedom of navigation, crush Iran operatives. Iran won't have carte blanche to dominate Middle East. Mentions Iran protests, strikes, drought, corruption, Real downright arrow regime running scared. Joyce Karam, at Joyce
Karam, May 21, 2018. So far Pompeo on
Karam, May 21, 2018. He said Iran must stop enrichment of uranium and never pre-process plutonium. Iran must also allow nuclear, unqualified access to all sites throughout the country. Mr. Pompeo says Iran must also release all U.S. citizens, end support for Houthi rebels in Yemen, withdraw all forces from Syria and stop threatening Israel. Telegraph. Pompeo said he understood that Trump's decision will pose financial and economic difficulties for a number of our friends. But he warned them that the U.S. plan to follow through with threats to punish European companies that continue doing business with Iran that is allowed under the deal but will violate reimposed U.S. sanctions. "I know our allies in Europe may try to keep the old nuclear deal going with Tehran. That is the decision to make," Pompeo said. "They know where we stand." Fox News report: Iran's parliamentary speaker branded President Donald Trump feeble-minded over Monday's transfer of the U.S. embassy to Jerusalem, calling for combined resistance from the Palestinians and the international community to America's move. RWT News report: I believe the current U.S. president is not capable of identifying and judging the long-term consequences of his actions. Spur of the moment and uncalculated actions cannot continue in today's world. Feeble-mindedness is costly for statesmen and they will eventually have to pay the price. Larijani on Monday also urged Muslim countries to take more serious measures in response to President Donald Trump's wrong and unwise decision to move the embassy to Jerusalem. Chris Badger Thomas is a veteran who served our country as an Army combat medic. God bless. Bruce Johnson, Right-Wing Tribune. Be sure to follow us on Nation in Distress and America's Freedom Fighters on Facebook.